1969 Buick GS. Bench seat, column shift, factory air car. Actually, a pretty nice ride. GS 350. Man, the chrome's nice on this car. Buick rallies, looking good. Fender fins. Functional air scoop. Factory air car. No longer with air conditioning, but it is a factory air car. Power brakes, power steering, headers. '73A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is a big block. 400, 430, or 455. I'm gonna pull a couple plugs out. So I want to see if they're. Holy cow! I want to see if they're fouled out. That doesn't look horrible. Oh, this big block beauty's sitting here. Customer's complaining about it not running right. He thinks it's a carburetor. He just put a distributor in it. I double checked plug wire routing. It's good. Spark plugs look clean, but they also look brand new. I drove it down the street and it felt more like an ignition miss to me. Not sure what busy they stuffed in this thing. Billet. Don't see any markings on it. If it's a Chinesium distributor, it may be our cause. It looks to have a quadjet on it. And headers. Don't know anything about the internals, but we'll figure that out as we go. Got huge ignition wires on it. So I think we're gonna probably just have to test drive this one home. I want to check. I checked thermal on the header tubes initially when I drove it, and I had a cold tube over here. But after I drove it and got it back here and it was full operating temperature, it wasn't cold anymore. So might have a plug dropping out, but the two I pulled so far don't look like there's anything wrong with those. Nighttime's a really good time to look for ignition misses because you can go out in the dark and pop the hood and fire it up, and you can see the sparks popping off when they're shooting out the side of the spark plug. Boy, if I owned this car, it would have to have the AC put back on it. This car's too nice. It would need to be cruised in the summer. A lot. We're supposed to be getting some 90-degree weather here in the next couple of weeks too, so mid-September we're going back into early August weather. It's alright, I don't mind. Pretty soon we'll all be complaining about the cold. Lots of new suspension parts, aluminum radiator. This car's nice. I like it. It always surprises me when people don't do body work because they're going to cover it up with the vinyl top. I looked at a car a long time ago. It's actually a Mercury Cougar with the 68 XR7. This one's not too bad. But it had a bunch of dents in the roof, and the guy's like, yeah, I didn't fix those because we're putting the vinyl top over it. I'm like, yeah, but you're gluing the vinyl top to it, so you're gonna see the dents. Why wouldn't you just fix the dents? Lazy, I guess. It is what it is. I didn't buy the car, by the way. Wanted to. But I thought, well, if he's too lazy to fix the dents on the roof that he's gonna cover with vinyl, what else did the guy do that I'm gonna have to redo, so. No big deal. Nice big trans cooler. Good to see. It should be a... looks like a Turbo 400. Maybe. Oh, you know what? I bet it's a 200R. I bet that's a 200R. 200R would make sense because they were used in Grand Nationals. And they have a BOP or a dual pattern bell housing, which is nice for all sorts of cool stuff. That guy feels all right. Looks all right. That guy's kind of old and stiff. That's not looking good. Oh, that's our vacuum leak. I bet that's a big part of our problem. Let's put a new hose on. There to our adjustable PCV valve, maybe? Is that what that is? I bet that's our vacuum leak. I bet that's causing a bunch of problems. Let's fix that. We got a vacuum tap over here. Booster, that looks new. That vacuum cap looks okay as well. Ouch. So I drove it home last night, adjusted the TV cable because I would have to lift the pedal to get it to shift. Let this thing sit for a few hours to cool down, and when I look at the pipe, I actually see pipe 6 is a little bit cold. It's like 180. The other one's 274. So that pipe is cold. So we'll do a compression test, see if we got low compression in that hole. It actually runs pretty good. It doesn't sound or feel like it's got a dead hole, but at idle it's definitely got a little bit of a stumble. The vacuum leak definitely caused part of our problem. Car makes good power, but it's light throttle cruising at like 40 miles an hour on the back roads. You can feel a stumble coming and going. So I may make some changes to the timing curve in the distributor. This is an eBay special distributor, so I'm not sure how great we'll end up with that, but we'll give it a try, see what happens. Let me verify my timing's right. You probably won't be able to see that. Maybe you will. We're at 8 degrees. We're going to bump that up to 12. So the all-in advance currently is at 8 degrees base, and at full kick-in with the mechanical, it's reading 30 degrees. So we need a little bit more mechanical advance. If we went to 12 degrees, it'd be 34 total, so it wouldn't be too bad. Let's take a look at where the factory wanted the distributor linked to in 1960. 68 because those were 68, 69 were performance years, so they probably want them attached to manifold and not ported. Later for smog stuff, they went to ported. It just really depends on how the car likes it. Yeah, something I just noticed while I was timing it. This has a timing mark painted on the balancer, but it also has a groove or a notch in the balancer, which would be the factory timing location, which makes me wonder if somebody painted the line that I'm seeing that shows up for my base timing number. One, if they put it on correctly, but two, if the outer ring on the harmonic balancer has rotated, then it's going to be out of balance. So I need to see about the balancer, because we may need to put a new balancer in this. The things you find when you start looking. Let me see what he brings me for the recurve kit, and we'll play around with the Dizzy a little bit more. Thanks for coming along for the ride. So I spoke with the customer. He brought me over the recurve kit. He did let me know that it has the lightest springs, which are going to bring timing in as soon as possible, which is what we want for performance. And it also has adjustable bushing, so I can modify how much timing this provides. Right now we're going to leave it alone because I spoke to him about the paint marks on the distributor. Sorry, on the harmonic balancer. The harmonic balancer is brand new. Actually, the entire engine's all brand new and freshly rebuilt. Although there might be a little bit of concern with that slightly off temperature tube, so we'll do a compression test on that cylinder and the ones next to it just to see if we have a low compression issue. With it being a fresh engine with a fresh cam, it's possible the cam didn't get broken in correctly. Hopefully not, but normally if it's going to eat itself, it's just going to continue to eat itself, and then it takes the main bearings out with all the metal and debris going through the oil. But initially I'm going to reset my timing because the mark it's timed at is something that he measured off something, and so we don't know what that is. The balancer is brand new, so I trust it as being in its original correct location. So we'll make a timing adjustment, see if it probably makes the car run a lot better. So base timing 12, all-in timing 33. So we've got what, 21 degrees of mechanical advance. So we might see if we can put a smaller bushing in there to get a little bit more than that, but let's drive it and see if it's better. It was grossly over-timed by a lot. I'm surprised it would start so well. It must have a really good starter. I'm going to drive it real quick, see if it feels better. I'm going to hook us back up to ported vacuum for our vacuum advance. For now. Let's see what she feels like. Oh, that's a lot better. A lot heavier. I need to look at this thing for the exhaust leak. Let's get that resolved. At least figure out what it is so we can get that repair started. It's a completely different car than what I drove yesterday. It's amazing what timing does. Roll the windows up and see if I can hear any pinging while we're cruising. That'll do it. Having the timing advance next to it. 12 degrees or 20. Yikes. Well, my cylinder leak down in cylinder number 6 looks great. 10% leak down. Not bad. Like these Buicks. I don't really have any blow by. My cylinder leak down test is good. I'll go for a drive. See if we figure anything else out. We got the timing where it needs to be now. It was running, it was timed retarded, so I gave it low power and it was igniting the fuel air charge way too soon, which is better than it being advanced. I think initially I thought it was advanced, but it wasn't. So, let's go for a drive. I finally figured out that the choke idle screw was turned up. It's down to about 800 RPM. Go for a drive. Because that's the best part of my day. Alright. Let's get to work. Traffic, 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 traffic. Tighten up the TV cable a little bit. Running way smoother. Let's tighten up that TV. Can I do that real quick? We'll pull in the bullet liner over here and do that real quick. I'm actually going to speak to them anyway about getting a Jeep down there for their paint. So kill two birds with one stone. I stopped in at Boat Liner there. Thinking I may actually have them bullet line the interior of the Jeep tub that I'm getting ready to do over there. But we'll see about that when that time comes. This Buick drives really nice. It could use a little bigger front sway bar. Got quite a bit of body roll as most of these old A-bodies have. But it drives nice. Sounds good. I like it. Then we're gonna let the owner take it and see what he thinks. It's a lot better. I still don't know what's going on with that cold tube at idle on number 6. The cylinder leak down looked great. So he did express concerns with the cam break-in process, and he's not sure on that. But it's not tipping, it's not tearing itself apart. I guess I could take an oil sample and look for glitter. I don't know if he's changed the braking oil out of this car yet or not, so we'll figure that out here in a minute. But as far as it goes, you can't really beat a 455 Buick. And a GMA body of any year. It's a fabulous car. Man, it is a beautiful day. Thanks for watching. Click like, subscribe, leave us a comment below. Get out and drive your cars. Or get out in your garage and fix your car so you can drive it. Winter's going to be here before we know it. Have a great day. See ya.